Welcome to my tutorial, guys. In this tutorial we're going to be learning how to mold a fascinator using your warden and your top bond. Let's go, guys.
We have our mold, we have our wording. This is called wording. It's not the too hard one, the medium one. Then we have our fabric here. This hat wire. This is called hat wire. Then UHU bomb. Then we have our top bond, and we'll be making use of this thumbnail. And finally, our needle and thread. So because I'm making a wide brim fascinator, I do not want the upper part of it to be as long as this. So I'm just going to measure from here to this place. So we have 8 inches here, and that 8 inches is what I'm going to measure on my wording, but I'm going to add some allowance to it so that it's going to give me a perfect 8 when I'm done demolding it from here. So I'm going to be measuring 10 inches. So here we have 10 inches, 10 this way, 10 this way, 10, and this way, 10. So before I go further, I'm going to wrap my mold with this nylon. And I'm going to set it aside. So I'm going to wet. This is where our top bond comes in. I'm going to wet this wording so that it's going to be stiff. It's a form of stiffener to the wording. So right here I have my bow, and this is my top bond. We want to stiffen this wording. So I'm going to open up my top bond and put some quantity that will be enough. This is the amount I have here. I'm going to pour my water and dissolve it. I'm going to dissolve it. Note that the water shouldn't be too much, and it should not be too little. It should be something that can carry the top bond, the stiffener. So this is what we have here. This is how it's looking right now. If you feel that it is too thick, you can add a little bit of water, just little. Mind you, we don't want it to be too watery as well. This is what we have here. After doing that, I'm going to dip my already cut out wording the one we cut out the other time, and soak it into it. I'm going to soak it inside until it absorbs until it absorbs it. Can you see? So when we are done, bring it out. It's already soaked and drenched with my stiffener. I put this bowl aside. Then I come back to my mold. I place it on it like this. Then I pin this down. I pin this part down. Pin this part down. When I come to this side, I'm going to pin the if I'm to be doing the full crown, I'll be pinning it downwards, but because I just did half of it, so that's why I'm pinning it halfway. I don't know if you get me. So pinning this side too. I'm pinning this side also. So I've pinned the first side. I'll go ahead to pull this down and pin it as well. I'm going to pin everything round. But before you pin everything round, you are supposed to firstly pin these four sides down. Why is pinning it down? Sure. So can you see? I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of it. So I've gone ahead to pin it down. This is what it's looking like. If you have more pins, you can pin those places that's still gapping. But because I want to use just the edge of it, like just this tip, this top, so I don't think this place really matters. This is what I want, and this is the shape I want. So I want to I would go and sun dry it, but it's almost evening now. It's around past 3 or so. But I'm going to sun dry it. Then tomorrow continue. Now our soaked warden is now dried. This is how it looks. So I'm going to demold it now. I'm going to remove all these pins. So this is it. So we have to be careful while demolding it. I'm going to trim off this place because this is what I need. I'm going to trim it off. This is how it looks like after I've cut out the excesses. So now I'm going to measure this round. Let's see what it is. 23. 23. I'm going to measure the same thing out for this bone. Millenary warrior. I'm going to measure out 23. I already cut it out and trying to cut it if it's fitting. I already have my wire cut out, so I'm going to place it together this way. I'm going to secure it. Right. This is where you have. So this is what we have. And make sure whatever measurement you are going to be taking is going to rhyme with your molded piece. So now we are going to take our needle and thread. This is my needle and thread. I'm going to. I want to join this needle and this my wire with it to give it a firm edge. I'm going to do it round. I'm going to do that offline, and I'll come back to show you how it looks like. This is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm going to do it round. So that we are going to have a strong edge. So this is what we have. This is how it's looking. And now we're going to put our UHU on this side of the. We're going to put it round. We're going to apply it round. I'm not putting it on the tip. I'm putting it here. Round. So you're done applying it round. So this is a fabric that we'll use to cover it, covering it with this fabric. The measurement of the fabric is 12 by 12, 12 inches wide and 12 inches long. So now we're going to bring our fabric close, like so. Remember, now we are going to peg it. So as we bring through, so we can see molded. This is how it's looking, beautiful and colorful. So, mm, so I'm going to leave it like this for it to dry up. For the clothes, the fabric to stick to that glue that we applied at the edges of the molded wording. So I waited for some minutes. I removed it. See that it sticks to it already. So this is what we have. I'm going to trim off the excess. After I have removed the pegs, this is what I have. I already cut out this round shape. I think it's 3.5 by 3.5, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to place it inside my Mind you, I already put glue inside this body. So I'm trying to stick it in. I'm going to apply glue to this end too. I'm going to apply glue round. So, using my you can use any preferred gum of your choice, but I couldn't get this. Was the one I exhausted, so I got this polar one. After applying the glue, I'm going to apply pressure so as for it to stick. Hold it down, hold this one so down. I'm done now. So I'm gonna head to remove it. So you can see that it has held it firm. This is what we're having. You can even make this one a fascinator. You just add your Alice band to it. Oh no, that is not what you're going to do today. So I'll go ahead to use any trimmings of my choice to cover these rough edges to make it neat. I didn't want this video to be too long, so please subscribe to my channel to watch the final part.